So now we've got a freaking death relic and a chaos relic. We also have another chaos relic base. We got another freaking chaos relic base. They really want me to have some chaos in this challenge. Seriously, my goodness. Hi, hey, hello, my name is Sarah and welcome back to the Sims 4 Jungle Adventure, where I am playing the Jungle Explorer aspiration and gameplay with my sim Goopy, who is a child of my 100 baby challenge. Because when Goopy grew up to be a young adult, he had the Jungle Explorer aspiration, and it's been so long since I've played Jungle Adventure that I decided we're gonna do that. So in the last episode, Goopy explored a temple, and then we had to come home because there's one thing for the aspiration that we had to do at home, and also we couldn't actually explore anymore until we came home. So with that being said, let's jump back into The Sims 4. Let's do the things we need to do at home so that we can head back into the jungle. The mail has just been delivered, and I'm hoping that maybe it'll be the jewel that we had to get refined, because looking at the aspiration, we've got to defend against 2 natural dangers, which is when we're in the jungle and we're getting attacked by like bats or by the bees or something. We've got to defend ourselves against them, which we've done before, and I've got everything that I know of in our inventory to be able to defend ourselves against anything that tries to attack us. We've then got to achieve level 5 of the Selvadoradian culture skill, which we are at level 3 of 5. I'm pretty sure we're really close to level 4 as well, so it shouldn't take too long to do that. But one of the reasons we had to come home is because for the aspiration, we have to assemble a mystical relic. It says click on either a mystical relic top or bottom in the Sims inventory and select fuse with, then click on the combined relic and select insert crystal. Now, in our inventory, we have a combined relic. We've got the Tote Kalama death relic that we had the llama head and the death base. We combined them, but we had to come home because we had to send a crystal off in the mail to be refined so that we can put the crystal in the relic. So we've just had the mail be delivered, and I'm hoping that maybe we sent that crystal off in time for it to be sent back to us right now. He's collected everything from the mailbox, and we did, because we've got the refined Amazonite, which is amazing. I was kind of hoping that we wouldn't have to wait too long to go back into the jungle. It looks like we're not going to have to. So what I am going to do is I'm going to insert this crystal into the relic, the Tote Kalama death relic, and we're going to find out what's going on. So insert crystal, the refined Amazonite. Let's see what happens when we do this. What's going to happen? What's going to be the results of this? I'm a little bit nervous.
Oh.
Okay, so now in our inventory, we've got the Tote Kalama death relic. What does that do though? It says activate on self. Goopy is already affected by a curse or a blessing. Okay, see, here's the thing. Last episode, we were cursed, but I wasn't told what I was cursed with, and I haven't been given any effects of being cursed. Like, I've come home, I've still got my little personal son. Maybe that's what it means. I don't know what the deal is with the curse, but I have a feeling that this relic is saying I can't use it. Not that I even know if I want to use a death relic on him. I don't know if I want to do that, but I can't use it on us because we've got this personal sun that we got from exploring the temple last time. So that lasts for another 11 hours. So we've got 11 hours. I don't know. With that being said, I'm wondering if we can travel back to the jungle yet. Is there a cooldown time between us traveling? Let's just see if we can take a vacation again now that we've done that, because yes, we did in fact get that ticked off for our aspirations. So as far as I'm aware, that's the only thing that we had to do while we were at home. We just also had to come home in order to then go back to the jungle and be able to progress in our exploration of the jungle. So let's hope that we can go back to Selvadorada right now. Yes, okay, it looks like we can. Selvadorada, let's go. I'm going to stay back in the same place that we were staying at. Thank you very much. And I'm going to book it for a week again. We don't have to worry about money. We've got 25,000 simoleons, and I've found so many relics that are worth so many thousands of dollars that it's not even funny. So we don't have to worry about money. We are good for that. Let's go back to the jungle. So I know you guys are probably absolutely itching to get right back into exploring the jungle, but I need to work on some of Goopy's needs. So I think we're going to go back to the marketplace and we're going to work on increasing our Selvadoradian culture skill. I'm going to talk to some of the locals and we're going to work on that. I would really like to get to level 5 of that in this episode, just as another little thing ticked off in the aspiration. So the really good thing about the Selvadoradian culture skill is it's super easy to gain it. We just got to level 4 of the Selvadoradian culture skill, so Goopy has picked up new moves to try on the dance floor. Okay, he's also earned enough trust to inquire about local myths. Interesting. So we are at level 4 of the Selvadoradian culture skill, but it's super easy. You just go into your friendly, your interests, and you've got a whole heap of these Selvadoradian culture specific interactions that you can do. Inquire about local myths. I want to know. Okay, so there is a myth that the ancient people cultivated trees with mood-altering fruit. Well, we've encountered them before. Finding truth in that myth would be quite the botanical discovery. Yes, there's the emotion fruit. I've got it. I've got them all here. Vimberry, Museberry, Sarahberry, Gutsberry, Flutterberry, Maryberry, and Razzleberry. I've got him. Thank you so much for telling me something I already knew that is not in fact a myth. But numerous spiders and bees call the jungle their home and they don't like visitors. That, again, I already know. If you are logical enough, you can step carefully through the jungle and avoid these dangerous pests. Well, we do have some logic skill. We've got level 7, but again, you're telling me things I already know, my guy. But that's okay, because every time we do this, we get a little bit closer to level 5 of the Selvadoradian culture skill. There we go. So Goopy has just reached Selvadoradian culture skill level 5. Goopy can now pass as a local and can write travel guides on the computer. He can order off the secret menu at food stalls and market tables. Wow. He has even learned the local secrets to avoiding fireflies and lightning bugs in the jungle. How do I view the secret menu of tables? I don't know how to do that. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that for the minute though. How are we going for Goopy's needs? His needs are doing pretty damn good. And I've got all of the stock that we need here as well. So with that being said, let's go back into the jungle. Goopy, let's get you changed. Firstly, because you're in wet clothes, and that is not a fun time, but let's get you changed back into your exploring outfit, your jungle exploring outfit, Goopy. Here we go, and Goopy, let's go into the jungle. So excited. So starting as always at the trailhead like we do. So I'll see you maybe when we get to the area that has the Royal Amiskin Baths, because that's where we're going to be starting today. We're going to be starting at the sealed door that is at the Royal Amiskin Baths. So I'll see you in just a moment.
12 seconds later.
Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe I won't see you in just a moment because it looks like we're gonna have to clear the pathways again. The pathways have all magically sealed themselves once again, so we're gonna have to clear the path with a machete. Okay, so maybe you're coming along with me on this journey again. No worries, because Goopy's gonna get himself into all sorts of danger. Of that I am certain. All right, suddenly sloths. As Goopy rounds the corner, there is a stillness in the air. He looks up and notices a bed of sloths watching him. Goopy is distracted for a moment and walks into a low-hanging branch, releasing a small band of fiery flies, which fly at the sloths and begin to bother them, scorching their fur in spots. What should Goopy do? Okay, well, I've got the highest Selvadoradian culture skill. It leads to better results, but I can miss the flies, which consumes Drake's fire quencher. I've got some fire quencher. I don't know how much fire quencher I've got though. And I did just get the notification before when we got to Selvadoradian culture skill level 5 that Goopy is able to defend himself against fiery flies. If I go distract flies with dance, because we've got the highest Selvadoradian culture skill and Goopy can defend himself against the fiery flies, technically this should be a winning combination. You just never know though, but that's what I'm gonna do because I don't really want to use the fire quencher if I don't have to. The flies and the sloths. Goopy starts making noise as he embarks on a local dance, hoping to distract the flies from the sloths. The moves work as the flies are confused by the whirling figure below and decide to fly off. A moment later, a crystal drops from the trees, and as Goopy looks up and locks eyes with one especially friendly sloth, it winks back at him. How nice is that? Oh, cute. Okay, fantastic. Ah, so that's Interesting. I was wondering whether it would mean we would be able to explore the areas we've already been to. This is the gate that led to the plane crash site. The very first thing we explored here, and it's sealed shut, so we can't go there again. So maybe all the places that we have previously explored that don't really hold anything for us anymore, we won't be able to explore. So with that being said, we're gonna head straight over to the bridge and straight up to the gate at the top of the hill. Let's do it. Mysterious pedestal. Goopy pulls back a curtain of vines and discovers a strange clearing in the jungle. There is a pedestal with a relic on top, surrounded by a circle of totems. The totems' faces are fixed in a permanent snarl that strikes fear in Goopy's heart. Should he turn back or check out the totems? He could check out the totems. Higher handiness skill leads to better results. He does have handiness skill, or he can disarm the totems using a fire foam. I just get a little bit concerned about the ones that use the skill. Like the Selvadoradian culture skill one, I felt fine because we had the highest Selvadoradian culture skill, but he doesn't have the highest handiness skill, which leads me to believe there is still room for error. I know we've got a few fire foams. I'm gonna use the fire foam for this one, I think, and disarm the totems. Totems in the jungle. Those totems will definitely attack Goopy if he gets too close. He takes a gamble and tries covering the totems with fire foam. It works and totally prevents the trap from triggering. He gets to walk away with a cool relic as a prize. Oh, fascinating. What relic did we get? We got the sezrawrr Chaos Relic. Okay, so now we've got a freaking Death Relic and a Chaos Relic. We also have another Chaos Relic base. The Sims 4, they do be loving their chaos. And my theory is correct, because this gate that we had here, that is the waterfalls at the bottom of the Amiskin bars. We've already explored that. Funnily enough, we could explore the temple we've already explored, but I'm more intrigued to take a look around the corner and see whether this door is unsealed, and it is. We can progress this way, but there is one thing we've got to do first, and that is go back to the Royal Amiskin Baths, because there was also a sealed door at the Royal Amiskin Baths. So let's clear this path with a machete. I definitely don't want to be missing anything, and the fact that we've got some sealed gates that let me know that those places can't be explored anymore makes me feel really good that I haven't missed anything so far. Okay, we did just lose a machete, but that's fine. We've still got plenty of machetes. We've got 11 machetes. Totally fine for machetes. Oh, watchful observer. On a jungle trek, Goopy is watching the birds fly through the canopy when he almost stumbles over a very strange looking egg. A bird of prey is perched nearby and seems to be eyeing the egg hungrily. What should he do? Protectively watch the egg. Higher archaeology skill leads to better results, or missed the bird consumes Drake's fire quencher. I don't know how much archaeology skill we've got. I can't remember. I did say before I didn't want to use the Drake's fire quencher, but I did also say before that I feel a bit funny with the skill ones because I don't know how much skill he has. I didn't use the fire quencher before. I'm gonna use the fire quencher now, I think. Let's mist the bird and see what happens. Protect the egg. Goopy is pretty worried for the soon-to-be-born creature and needs to get rid of the bird. Thinking quickly, he pulls a mister out of his pocket and sprays the bird. It looks really annoyed and flies away with a squawk. The little creature is born with no issue. Goopy carries the soft, adorable creature to a safe cave where it bestows a blessing on him. We're getting another blessing? Oh, that's nice. We are just having the best luck today. I absolutely love it. So, the personal sun is still following us. We've got 4 hours left of that. We've got a blessing of self-care, though, from encountering a strange egg. Goopy has figured out how to deal. His needs are not as needy right now. Too freaking good. We get that for 2 days as well. That's amazing. And also from the sloths before, the sloth wink from encountering sloths in the jungle, the memory of that winking herbivore is keeping Goopy in stitches for hours. That is so cute. But here we are back at the Royal Amiskin Baths and the door is open. I'm so excited. Yeah, no collectibles here. Totally fine. So with that being said, let's see what is through this freaking gateway. I'm so intrigued. Is it going to be another temple? Like everything behind there is not giving me any sort of indication as to it being a temple. So I'm really intrigued then as to what's going to be back there. All suddenly sloths again. It looks like it's the exact same one. Yeah, the fiery flies which fly at the sloths and begin to bother them. What should Goopy do? I don't want to use another fire quencher. I can't remember how many of the fire quenchers I've got. I'm gonna do the distract flies with dance again. It worked before. I'm gonna hope that it's gonna work this time. Being The Sims, you just never know. It could decide to not work this time. So let's see if distracting the flies with dance will be good this time once again. Yes, it is. Okay, so the exact same message as before. The moves work and the flies are confused by the whirling figure below and decide to fly off, and the sloth winks back at him. Totally fine. I absolutely cannot freaking remember anything about the temples or anything from here on out. I remembered the plane crash. I remembered going to the Amiskin bath, but I have no idea. I cannot remember at all any more of what we are about to see. So let's take a look around and find out. Where are we right now? Oh, is that looking like a heckin' temple to anyone else or just to me? What else is there here? Am I missing something? Because I don't think I can interact with this. Goopy can't come up here. This isn't something that Goopy can interact with. So why are we here then? I mean, we've got some harvestable stuff. Is that the only reason why we came here? We've got some avocados and we've got a black bean bush. Not that I can even harvest the black beans from the black bean bush because it's out of season. So it's just going to be avocados. Is that why we came here, is for avocados? Seriously?
A few moments later.
Oh no, it pays to actually use your freaking eyes and have a look around, Sarah. Jeez, there's a treasure chest, no worries. Do we have anything else that I've missed? Let me just continue to use my eyes. No, there doesn't appear to be anything else. It's just this treasure chest. Okay. It must be some pretty good treasure to be locked behind this gate. Like, we had to go home and come back in order to be able to get this treasure. So it must be some pretty big treasure. Let's see what's going on in this treasure chest.
Yabba!
We got 683 simoleons from that. Goopy found some wondrous items in the treasure chest and the Amiskin gods have bestowed a blessing upon him. We're getting blessings all over the place at the moment. Too good. So we did get 683 simoleons, like I said. What is the blessing that we received? Maybe it just hasn't loaded yet, but we got the blessing of self-care before. We've still got our personal sun. Maybe I need to wait for the personal sun one to go away in 3 hours for that to come through. I also have a feeling it might be the same thing with the curse we were cursed with in the temple. Maybe that's gonna come through when we have the personal sun go away. I don't know. We did gain another machete though. Thank you for replenishing my machete. I appreciate it. With that being said, that's all we've got to do here. So let's travel back through the gate. Thank you very much. Okay, now it is 6 o'clock at night. Goopy has needs to be sorted. We've also got dig piles to excavate. So let's excavate the dig pile. I don't know if we're going to do any more exploring tonight. I think we're going to take it easy for the night. So I might see you in the morning. I've got to make a decision about whether I want to open this gate and go back to this temple or not. Is there going to be anything different there? I don't know, or whether I just want to continue straight on through this gate. So I'm going to have to make that decision overnight. So with that being said, I will see you in the morning unless we get attacked by bees or by bats or by spiders or something in the meantime. But if not, I will see you in the morning.
Later.
There's something in the air, and that something is a whole bunch of lightning bugs. Goopy sees them coming, but remembers what he's learned from the locals, including a special way of encouraging the dangerous insects to move on. Okay. I'm hoping this is going to count towards defending against true natural dangers. It does. I can already see it. 1 of 2. Okay. No worries. That's the dance that he did before. Oh, for the sloths and stuff. That must be the dance that... No, that was for the fiery flies. Okay, so that was lightning bugs, right? They were lightning bugs, and that dance... That worked. They went away. Hell yes. Okay, well, that's one natural danger that we've defended against, which means for the aspiration, we've only got to defend against one more, and then we'll get to the next level of the aspiration. Exciting. Uh-oh, Goopy seems to have some unexpected visitors, spiders. Goopy considers his choices and logically decides that staying calm and still may be enough to not upset the spiders and avoid any bites. Could not be me. I am horribly arachnophobic. Could not be me. Anyway, this is going to be terrifying for me to even look at, I think. But let's see how Goopy's going to defend himself. You did better than I would have. You did better than I would have. Oh, okay, hold on. We got the culturally educated moodlet from skillfully evading a lightning bug attack earlier. Learning from the locals has prevented some potentially nasty consequences. Yes, indeed. And then we got peaceful waking from waking up outside. Sims who love the outdoors also love waking up to the sights and sounds of nature. I'm glad, Goopy. And then from the spiders, we got brains over nature from skillfully evading a spider attack. Evading dangers using logical reasoning puts to use all that book reading time. Did that get us to the next level? It did, of the aspiration. So let's have a look at that, shall we? This is the last level of the aspiration. This is everything we have left to do according to the aspiration. We've got to open 3 rare Amiskin treasure chests. These colorful treasure chests can be found deep within the Amiskin temples. When you've located a treasure chest, click on the treasure chest and select open treasure chest. Totally fine. So we've got to do 3 of them. Activate a mystical relic 5 times. Click on an assembled mystical relic in your Sim's inventory. Select activate to activate on your Sim, or choose activate on and select another Sim to activate on. So that's what I was talking about before, how we couldn't activate this relic because we've already got blessings. I've got to activate 5 mystical relics? That's scary. Well, I suppose it depends on what the relic is, but so far I've got death and chaos. So it does mean that at some point we're gonna have to go home once again, because clearly we've got to assemble more relics. We've got one here, the sezrawrr chaos relic. We've got to insert a crystal for that. Actually, I don't know. I was gonna say that means we're gonna have to refine 4 more crystals, but does this mean activate a mystical relic 5 times? Can we use the same mystical relic 5 times, or does it have to be 5 different mystical relics? I'm gonna have to test that out. And then we've got to find 5 Amiskin treasures. Amiskin treasures can be found in rare Amiskin treasure chests deep within temples. So basically, exploring temples, that's what we gotta be doing. But Goopy is not quite ready to be awake yet, so I will see you in the morning.
The following day.
Alright, Goopy, it is 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's put our tent away and let's get some of our needs sorted. We're gonna get attacked by bees. We're being swarmed by bees. A swarm of bees is descending on Goopy, but he has a plan to logically and calmly remain still until they leave. Hopefully, this will leave Goopy unstung. Hopefully! You can do it, my guy. You've done this before. Good job, my guy. Now, I was going to say you didn't eat your avocado or your grilled cheese, but that's fine. You're going to eat your avocado now. Do it. Now that his needs are sorted, I have made a decision on what I'm going to do about the temple that we went to first. I'm going to open the gate because I can. I'm going to see if it's different, but I don't know if it will be. I don't know. I just was thinking about this gate over here last night. This gate is very clearly the gate that progresses. We go to the next stage of the jungle through this door, which is totally fine. I just want to see if anything is different at this temple before we leave here. That's all. Because the goal is when we go to the next stage, we won't be coming back. That's the goal. Archaeologist in need. Goopy is blazing a trail through the thick jungle when he comes across a distressed archaeologist who seems to have dropped her bag in some quicksand. Should Goopy stop to help? So we can fish out the bag. Higher fishing skill leads to better results. Well, I do not have any fishing skill at all. So I think the only choice we've got is to use the flower stem to recover bag, which will consume a Guzmania pollinus flower. We've got at least 4 of them. Let's use this flower stem to recover the bag and hope that it goes well. Quicksand escape. Goopy has a flash of inspiration and pulls a large flower out of his bag. He snags the bag strap on the stem of the flower and pulls with all his might. The bag and the flower go flying through the air. The flower lands in a patch of mud, but the bag lands next to Goopy completely intact. The archaeologist is so grateful that she gives Goopy a cool artifact. Awesome! Also, quick inventory check. I just want to see how we're going with all of those kinds of supplies. Okay, so we've got 3 Guzmania pollinus flowers. We've got 5 lightning insulation powders. We've got 12 spider repellents, because I went a bit overboard with the spider repellents. We've got 4 Drake's fire quencher. We've got 7 plasma bat bait. We've got 3 fire foam and 10 machetes, of course, as well. Now, here we are at the temple. I'm not so much looking at the harvestables that we've got on the outside. I don't really care so much about them. I am just going to fertilize a bush while we're here and while I'm having a look and seeing if this temple is different, and it is. It's different. We did not have a tree. This is different. Oh, this is different. Oh, we've got gas. So I guess we're going to be completing this temple again because it's different, and I wasn't expecting that. Okay, let's do it then. I'm excited. Clearly, this is the trap. We've got a couple of things to examine. So this contraption with the face, scary. Spooky, spooky, spooky. When we first came to the jungle and we were looking at this area, it was telling us about the temple that changes. This must be the temple that it's talking about. I'm so intrigued though. It's a trap we've never seen before. This like gas. All right, well, drat, none of these triggers will unlock the gate. Got to try examining another mechanism. Well, luckily we've got another one over here. Let's examine this one. Goopy figured out that some of these triggers won't work to unlock the gate, but that doesn't rule them all out. Goopy could try his luck by activating a trigger or keep examining other mechanisms. Well, we can't continue examining that one. It's already been examined. We are in the same position as we were at the first trap we encountered last time we were at this temple. I can't continue examining this mechanism though. It won't let me because it's already been examined. So it's either the arrowhead glyphs or the sun glyphs. I've got absolutely 0 freaking context clues. Not that there were any real context clues last time anyway, but this is truly just going to be a matter of luck because there's absolutely no other mechanisms that I can explore. This is it. Am I going to heads and tails this once again? Seriously? Heads is going to be the arrowhead glyphs and tails is going to be the sun glyphs. Okay, let's flip it again. Tails, so it's going to be the sun glyphs that we go with. I'm nervous. I'm real nervous, Goopy.
Aha! Here!
Oh, we just got so freaking lucky. Goopy has bypassed the temple's defenses and the gate has opened. Goopy can now venture further into the temple to find what rewards await. We just got so freaking lucky. Down the stairs though. What have we got down the stairs? Oh, a big room with some scullies. Okay, we've got multiple mechanisms. Where's the trap though? Is it at the end of the hallway with the scullies? Ah, it's more of this ancient Amiskin mist. So we've got 3 traps to examine. I'm gonna eeny, meeny, miny, and mo start over here on this one. Interesting that this is working on his fitness skill. Goopy learned this mechanism will unlock the gate. Fantastic. Activating the correct trigger should allow safe passage to the next room. So we don't need to examine Mr. Scary Head again. And we don't need to examine Mr. Scary Head number 2. So this one is totally fine. So do we know which one it is though? Yes, it's the arrowhead glyph hole. Fantastic. Let's do that then, Goopy. All right, there we go. Goopy has bypassed the temple's defenses and the gate has opened. Fantastic. We can travel further. All right, a great big wall of glyphs. No worries, I see some llamas because of course I do. It's The Sims 4. Okay, here's the trap. We've got a scary face man. We've got a treasure chest, some more scullies, and we've only got the 2 mechanisms it looks like. I'm going to examine Scary Face Man this time because I feel like it's going to eventually have to be Scary Face Man that works with the trap. So let's just examine Scary Face Man first this time. This one's working on his charisma. Odd choices for skills, but it's fine. Goopy figured out that some of these triggers won't work to unlock the gate, but that doesn't rule them all out. Goopy could try his luck by activating a trigger or keep examining other mechanisms. Well, I should just make sure that this one isn't the guaranteed one. So let's examine this one over here. This one's working on logic skill. That makes sense. I can understand that one. Well, drat, none of these will unlock the gate. No worries, you've just got to check. You can't be too careful in the jungle. Okay, so tell skeleton pun. It's got a question mark, but all the other ones have the badness with them. So let's tell the face a skeleton pun, I suppose.
Movito, Yo ba, T-Bo, Skadaboo!
Maybe not such a scary face after all, although if I did the wrong thing, I'm sure it would have been. Anyway, Goopy has bypassed the temple's defenses and the gate has opened. Fantastic, we're going down the stairs. Are we at the big room in the middle with all the good stuff? No, we've got another trap. This one feels longer than the last one. Anyway, we've got a fire trap this time and a couple of defenses. So let's examine this mechanism here, a couple of mechanisms, let's do it. Goopy figured out that some of these triggers won't work. Okay, well, let's have a look at the offering bowls. Let's see if the offering bowls will be the one to do it for the fire. I can't see it being the case, but you never know. Maybe we've got to give something to the fire people, the fire glyphs. Well, drat, none of these will unlock the gate. I didn't think so, but like I said, you just got to make sure. Activate the leaves glyphs is going to do this time. Beautiful job, Goopy. Love that. Are we now at the big middle room with the good stuff? Oh, I think we might be. Yeah, okay, so we've got a couple of treasure chests in here. Fan-frickin-tastic. So I'm assuming that this treasure chest in the middle is what the aspiration is talking about, the rare Amiskin treasure chest, the colorful treasure chests. That's pretty colorful. So yeah, I guess let's open this treasure chest. Let's see what's in there. I'm a little bit nervous after last time, but at least I can see things much better in this temple. The camera's not going all crazy. Okay, well, we got 2,516 simoleons. We have completed the temple exploration. He found the ultimate treasure of the temple. He should take a look around for other discoveries before leaving. We took some treasure, a mystical relic, and some adventure gear. So, what is the mystical relic that we got? Oh, wow, we got Sprout Sapphire Gold Perareka for 9,000 simoleons. This is what I mean. We absolutely don't have to worry about money. Seriously. We got another freaking Chaos Relic base. They really want me to have some chaos in this challenge. Seriously, my goodness. But you guys, that's where I'm actually going to end this episode of the Jungle Adventure gameplay. In the next episode, we'll collect all the other collectibles that were in this temple, and we'll also start exploring the next area of the jungle. I'm so excited for that, but I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did and you would like to see more of the Jungle Adventure gameplay or any other content that I've got coming your way, hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell next to it to be notified of every time that I upload. And if you liked this video, let me know by hitting the like button down below and leave me a comment as well. But guys, I hope you're having the greatest day ever, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!